Last time on Boomy TV, when we last left our PGs, it seems as if they finally regained the upper hand against the lock threat.
Look, we've got to attack him while he's still distracted, okay? It might be the only chance we get.
Right!
Let's do it!
Shot canceling, increased ankle breakers, extra attributes. They certainly elevated their game for the challenge. It seems the lock's reign of terror is surely over. But wait, what is that?
He's too strong. I don't think we can win.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Well, I do. You are all going to perish, and it won't be pretty.
Will locks make good on their threat? Are they too powerful even for the changes in NBA 2K25 to take any effect? Find out now on Dragon Ball Z.
This isn't that show. You gotta do something different.
Oh wait, my bad. Last episode, I gave y'all the prototype. Now, the transformation is complete. Welcome to my day one lock. And make sure you watch to the end of this video, because if not, you could miss out on legend potential for this build. This build is mirrored after Frieza because it's a true menace. A naturally powerful build with endless potential that with the right training and cap breakers could get things like legend glove and gold shooting badges. I have been absolutely destroying any of the competition that comes my way when I'm on this build. That's from your favorite content creators, celebs, former 2K League pros. Everybody is getting the smoke when I'm on this build. This is the most versatile hybrid defender that you're gonna see for park play, which is what it's optimized for. Though in fives, it could kind of bounce in between with the swing. So how you make it is really very simple. In the prototype video, we started off as a 6'6" lock at the shooting guard position. For this day one first form lock, we switched it up a bit. We're now at the power forward position, 6'7", 249 pounds with a 7'3" wingspan. I'm gonna show you two ways how to make it. One that's gonna be more versatile. The other one is going to be strictly as a lockdown defender. But starting off with the one that I made personally, we started it at an 82 mid-range with a 78 3 ball. Stop making these mistakes with your build in NBA 2K25. Invest into the mid-range attribute over 3-pointers. Here's why. Mid-range, like in NBA 2K24, is the value stat when it comes to shooting. It's cheaper than the 3-point stat in the builder, so it allows more flexibility with your attribute points while giving you access to better bases and better shooting badges for your build at a lower cost. So unless you're a guard that needs limitless range, wing players and centers should always have a mid-range attribute that is more than the 3-point shot. As long as you know your shot cue, a 76 to 83 point shot is more than enough to get the job done. If you're skilled, you'll be just fine. Don't say I ain't never put you on. On this build, I mainly went for silver shooting badges because the defensive attribute matters more than ever this year with the new shot contest system. NBA 2K Labs already confirmed that your shot will only speed up about 1%. So if you have a guard in the corner that doesn't have that much defense, you're shooting over them due to your height advantage and Deadeye. I also left myself potential so that in case I need to switch to T-Mac base, assuming that it is the same shooting requirement that it was last year, then I'll have access to it if I put 5 cap breakers on my mid-range shot. Though I will say I'm shooting chicken right now with the base that I'm using. 50 likes on this video and I might put you on. Next up, we're gonna go to the defense, and we went with an 87 perimeter defense with a 94 steal. Now hear me out. This build is supposed to be effortlessly powerful like Frieza. No major training needed. Hop on the game and instantly be a menace. But based on the shot contest right now on the game, I might have trolled just a wee bit putting my perimeter so low. That perimeter defense attribute along with speed and agility matters way more this year. Without it, your contest will be virtually non-existent, so you want to take that into consideration. Right now, I just got silver, so we're gonna see the differences as I continue to play online. But with bronze, I'm only getting slightlies even when I jump at them. So in this section, we have some other things that you can adjust a little bit later, but you might want to use cap breakers to get all the way up to gold, challenger, and all other defensive badges that come with it. But don't get it twisted though, that's for y'all. Me, Boomy, I am a skilled position defender. I know how to use the court to my advantage. So when I was on this build, I won a whole lot being the primary defender. I'm talking about your favorite content creators and some former 2K League pros. Nobody was able to stop me regardless of what they were doing. When I'm primarily on ball, I take advantage of the gold immovable enforcer because I have an 85 strength. I can adjust quickly because I have 80 agility with 83 speed. And I'm a nuisance in the lane because I have a 94 steel off rip, which gets me Hall of Fame. And I can either use cap breakers to get it up to legend or use that max +1 badge to take advantage. Either way, regardless of how you try to attack me, I'm going to be ready just like Frieza. Because I still got an 84 block with a 70 interior, which means I get Paint Patroller and Chase Down on silver. Literally, you can't stop me because I'll just follow you all the way and let my big stay home. Now, I know what you're thinking. Boom, this is supposed to be a lock. Why do you have so much block on your build? It's meant for threes. You don't need your big to do every little thing for you in threes. But also, I wanted this build to be versatile, meaning it can play either the lock or swing in park. Mainly because I didn't want to create two defensive builds off rip. So I went with a 93 rebound on this build with a 70 offensive rebound. Pro tip, what I told y'all earlier about mid-range, apply the same principle to offensive board. Whenever possible, upgrade your offensive board to reach rebounding thresholds, because as long as you know how to throw it back and box out, you can get away with an 84 to 85 defensive rebound, as long as you have the rebound chaser badge from offensive board. I played with DevCon the first day and he was snagging over 7-footers and even me because he had his rebounding so high from offensive board. The only reason why I didn't do it on this build is because with the 6'7", it doesn't allow you to go past like an 80 something with your offensive rebound. So I put it on defensive. Here's where most of the adjustments will come from if you want to be either a pure lock or a pure swing. Personally, I just wanted to make this build versatile. If I were you and you wanted to make this build a pure lock, I would transfer these attributes from the rebounding section to finishing, because I must say, it's not as good as I hoped it would be. I messed up a little bit because we made this build on stream and I could have got my standing dunk to a 70. But even with a 68 standing dunk and a 58 driving dunk, I feel like there's way too many times where I should dunk and I don't. My dude is going for layups and y'all already know how layups are going this season. So keep that in mind. Though the close shot, I haven't really tested yet to see if that 70 will be enough to mash guards and big men down in the paint. So all I'm saying is be careful and adjust accordingly. Last thing of note when it comes to this build, and I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all this, put passing on your build. I don't know why y'all think that y'all don't need a pass when you're a lockdown and we see how crazy the lanes are this year. You bet not one time, not even a little bit, show up to stream asking me to play and you don't have no pass accuracy. I don't care if it works for you. I don't care if you think you're compy and you don't need it. You need pass accuracy 75 minimum, 78 preferred. Don't ask me to play and think I'm gonna lose my sanity because you don't think you need to use pass. You put extra attributes on your finishing or your shooting and you still out here looking bricky. Y'all not finna mess with my sanity. When you put this all together, you get a two-way stretch and it's versatile. You can play either between the lock or the swing in the park. You can switch everything if you have another lock on your team. And if you're playing the primary lock, you make it so much easier for the swing behind you. Now, if this isn't your jam, that's okay. I have also made an alternative based on this build. On the alternative, if you want it to be just a pure lock, you can lower the defensive rebounding to a 60, upgrade your finishing for driving dunk to a 73, which gives you bronze posterizer, and then max out your speed because speed kills and matters this year, especially going up and down the court. It'll also allow you to get that 92 off rip for perimeter defense. So you get your gold badges and you have the potential to get them to Hall of Fame if you use cap breakers. As you can see, this build is completely dominant on all forms, regardless of who you go against. And what's crazy is, like Frieza, this is only its first form. So hit that subscribe button, turn your post notifications on, because when I upgrade to my second transformation, y'all not gonna wanna miss out. But if you need to be a bucket getter to combat how great I am on defense with this build, click the video on the screen to show how to become a walking bucket. And on that note, I'ma see y'all in that one. Good night.